Let's just do two more things in R. First, we will add a new column in the data frame, and then we will add a row in the data frame. Now these two things are very easy in R. Let's start. Before we do anything, let's load the libraries we need. We need reader and declare. After that, let's load the data set too. Now we have the data set train. Now this guy over here has 891 observations or rows and 12 variables or 12 columns. Now let's try to add a column, but before adding we need to make a column. If you already have a column of 891 observations or 891 rows, it's good enough. Your task is done. But let's say you do not have a column, you want to make a column. So this is an example of a column. Let's say I make that column add column and put 2 all throughout, right? So let's just make that column. And now we will add. How do we add that? We use the command from dplyr and just say that your add column which we have created should be put in the train add call data frame, not the train but train add call data frame, using the train data frame, and the name of that new column will be new call. So let's execute this. Now you can check that train add call has 891 observations but 13 variables, which means 13 columns. Let's check if new call is appearing. Let's just go right. Yeah, this new call, it's 2 all throughout. Now the next task is we need to add a row. Before we add a row, we need to have a row to add, right? So if you already have a row of proper dimension meaning proper number of values, because if let's say we have 13 columns, so I need 13 values for that row at least if I have one row, and if I have two rows I need to have 13 values for both the rows. So let us say we do not have a row, so we need to create that row to add. So I need to understand the data frame. So let's just do call names of that. So these are the guys, right? These are the names of the column which we have over here in console. You can see that. Now let's just find their type also, right? Let's just do this. This gives you the type, right? I mean, this is not giving you a type, but if I press this, I can get an indication of type. When I say 1, comma, what it does, it gives the first row, right? So you can see that you have passenger ID survived E class as numbers. So I have just given numbers in your new row add. Just see, I'm creating this new row add. So I'm taking these guys as numbers. Then we have name and sex as characters. So I have put name as Honey of Knowledge, sex as YouTube. Then we have age and SIB, SP as your and Parch as your numbers. So I have done that. Then you have ticket as character. I have put ticket as internet. Then you have fare, cabin, and I have accordingly given the inverted comma wherever I have character. So once I do this, let's create this row. So now we have the row. Now let's put a name to this row, because as of now this new row add is not really a row but rather I would say a vector. So let's add a name, right? Rather names to all these observations. So this. Now let's use rbind. So we will rbind the new row add thing which we have created to our train add call. So let's just do that rbind. Now let's just check. See, from 891 observations we have 892. So, and you can also check if Honey of Knowledge in YouTube is coming, right? So it's, yeah, Honey of Knowledge. See, we have created this Honey of Knowledge row which is coming over here. So now we are pretty much done, and we have covered the two things which we were wanting to cover in this video, adding a column and adding a row. In future videos, we will do few more data manipulations in R.